Okay, guys, Broken Systems back again with a new video. My bad. This video, damn, dropping everything today. This video is gonna be it's gonna be titled once again, being pulled over by the police, but knowing your rights at the same time. Now, I have been pulled over countless times. I've lost count of how many times I've actually been pulled over, like legitimately been pulled over. It's been that many times. But I'm here to tell you the story about what happened when I first moved out to Summerville, South Carolina. Now, backstory. A lot of you do know, I think, about my ex that I was with for 5 years, my fiance. The one I was talking about, the West Virginia jail story. Yeah, that one, who, tragically took his life 2 years ago, June 8th, 2020. Okay. So when this happened, I came out of South Carolina, obviously because that's where my family was, and I didn't have anywhere else to go. And I was definitely afraid that if I stayed in Virginia, that I was going to relapse on heroin and die. That's another jail story to tell you too. I found out about it, and I kind of went on a downhill spiral. I was pretty much I was stuck on Klonopins for a minute. And it was just a really low spot in my life. Well, anyway, I had gotten out of it, and so we have, I'm sure you guys have it, like, well, in South Carolina they have this thing called Delta 8, which is like 0.3% THC. It's like a vape and shit. I mean, it gets you high, but it's like stupid. Long story, where I was going at was like I had gone to my vape place, and I had bought in two Delta 8 cartridges for my friend who couldn't buy them. All right. And I was on my way to deliver them to her. Well, I had dropped them off, and I was on my way back to my house. Now, this was when, this came back when I was on misdemeanor probation for when Mike had passed away originally, and I had caught a charge in Fairfax leaving when I came back from South Carolina to Virginia. And I got charged out there. It wasn't my shit. I ended up beating that charge. But they still put me on probation for a year. But it was misdemeanor probation. So I was under the impression that, like, I was very careful, but I was smoking weed because my probation officer was in Virginia, and had one out here, and like it was right when COVID was going on too, so like there was no way they were gonna piss test me. So I, was smoking weed, and I had a weed bowl in my car that I had forgotten about. So I'm driving home, and I get around the U bend thing, and I hear whoop whoop. Now in my county, we only have sheriffs, no police force, just sheriffs. I had never seen that before because, like, where I'm from, yeah, we got sheriffs, but they're the ones that come in and kick the door in on warrants, and they're the ones that run jails. Okay, but we have a police force, but Somerville does not have a police force. Now, Goose Creek and North Charleston both have police forces, but for some reason, Berkeley County only has sheriffs. My cat. So I get pulled over, and I'm pissed because I'm like, well, they're gonna automatically wondering, like, they're gonna run my shit, and I'm gonna come out that I'm on misdemeanor probation, and I'm fucked pretty much. But here's where it gets interesting. Shush. Here's where it gets interesting. So lo and behold, they pull me over. So like, and when I'm driving, like I've gotten away with like massive amount of drugs in my car, like being pulled over by the police, and they never found anything, and then because I know my rights, and B, they just never found it. So I was pretty good. Like, I'm usually pretty good. Like, I can usually, like, not make myself look like an idiot that would draw suspicion to them. But in Virginia, where they run my name, it's like the whole fucking police force comes out. Like, I mean, it's like the police force, everybody comes out like 30 cars deep. So that goes with my window. I had like my license and my registration like within hand's reach. So like before he even got to the window, I had the shit in my hand, and I put the window down, and I was like, here you go. I said, what you pull me over for, officer? Or sheriff, my bad. And he said, I pulled you over for texting and driving. Or I wasn't even texting and driving. But okay, whatever. We'll go with it. I said, so you pulled me over for texting and driving. I said, well, okay, my fault. If that's what you, whatever. Here's my license and registration. Go write a ticket. So then I'm sitting here thinking to myself, anybody that's been in trouble with law enforcement, when they don't come back for like a hot minute, like 20 minutes go by and they're still in their car running your shit, when a normal person would be running and they would come right back and give you a ticket. Well, so this dude is running my shit for 20 minutes and I'm going, oh my God, I'm going to jail. Then lo and behold, I look out the window and like, boom, 1, 2, 3. Now there's 2 more sheriff cars rolling up. I'm like, that's it. I said, sons of bitches. They ran my shit through Virginia and I'm going to jail. So it would have been prevalent to know this. I found this out later on down the line that 20 minutes go by and then this other sheriff comes to my passenger window. I'm just here by myself. Hey! Knock it off! Sorry. Oh my God. In fact, hold on one second. Okay, sorry, my bad. My cat is just being fucking ridiculous. So where was I? Basically, this is what. So the other. I'm sorry, I'm moving the camera out so much. I gotta put my phone back on the charger. How much of a douchebag. Oh my God. Okay, we're good to go. Sorry about that. So anyway, the sheriff comes up to my passenger and I'm like freaking out because like, I have PTSD from police. Like, no bullshit. When I get pulled over, even if I know I don't got nothing in my car, nothing, I'm riding completely clean, I'm still paranoid. Like, my anxiety goes through the roof. And so I know, obviously I was, kind of upset. So he goes, you have anything? Have you been in trouble at all? And me being the person that I am, I thought they had already, like, they ran my shit through Virginia. And I said, yeah, you know what? I said, I'm not going to lie. I said, 6 years ago, I said, I was in a really bad spot in my life. And I got myself together. I have 6 years. I said, and my fiance just took his life literally 3 weeks ago. And I'm quite frankly, I'm still going over that. Like, so sue me. I said, so once again, you got to write me my traffic ticket. This is where your rights come into play, and you should know your rights, because they cannot legally search your car for a traffic ticket. Texting and driving is a traffic ticket. Now, unless they saw like a baggie on the floor in plain sight, or like a syringe or a bowl or anything like that, then yes, probable cause. Or if you're on felony probation. That's what I was getting at with the misdemeanor. Because, like, they didn't say nothing about the misdemeanor probation. So I played that shit off. Because I was like, well, if they didn't going to say nothing about it, I'm not going to say nothing about it. We'll see what happens. Because regardless, at the end of the day, I'm going to make them fight me tooth and nail to search my vehicle. Even if I know I'm going to jail, you still going to work to search my fucking car. For real. Like, I'm not going to let you have it that easily. So I called my mom. My speakerphone. And I'm like, and I thought it was weird because the cop, the cop that pulled me over originally was at my driver's side, and the other cop, his partner, who showed up in the second car. Then the third squad car shows up, and it's like they're just standing by their car. I'm like, was there really a need? And so now I start getting into my feelings about it. I'm like, so is there a need for you to have like 4 cops here right now? Why do you have 4 of these people here for like 1 female? And he's like, so you've been in trouble before? And I was like, well, you ran my shit, so like I don't understand how you know what I'm saying? And so now I'm starting to get like weirded out. He's like, I want to search your vehicle. And I said, absolutely not. And he said, why? And I said, because you don't have, this is not a criminal ticket. You haven't pulled me over for being, doing something criminal activity wise. I said, it was a texting while driving traffic charge. Don't you read your state laws? Don't you read your laws, Mr. Sheriff? It clearly says you cannot search my car without probable cause. Now, any normal cop this guy wasn't very bright. Any normal cop could have said, oh, your car smells like marijuana, and that would have been a wrap. Even if there wasn't any marijuana in the car. All he had to say was, I smelled marijuana. And that would have given him the reason to search. But he never said that. He made up some stupid else comment, which is crazy because this was like totally a lie. So he's like, no, I want to search your car. Why are you acting all antsy? And I said, well, because, I've been pulled over by the police, and I've been, police brutality too. I said I had the SWAT team kick my door in like 3 different times for a half a point of heroin. So yeah, and I've been treated pretty shitty by cops most of my life. So excuse me if you don't think that I have to feel some type of way about this thing. And with everything that's going on in the fucking world right now, officer, yeah, I have every right to be skeptical. And so this goes on and on and on and on and on. And he's getting mad. And his partner's like, why you got a problem with him searching your car? I just because it's my right. I don't want you to search my car. Well, if you don't have anything to hide, I don't have anything to hide. But you're not searching it. Come up with a reason. So then he comes back to the car. He looks in my back seat and he goes, do you have kids? And I was like, no. What does that have to do with anything? He's like, well, why is there a coloring book in your back seat? I don't know, because I like to color. I mean, I that's what is that? Well, it's just my opinion that people that have coloring books like that in the car are crystal meth addicts. Are you fucking kidding me? That's your angle? So you're insinuating that everybody you pull over that has a coloring book in their car that doesn't have kids is automatically a crystal meth addict? Because that's what I'm getting. Like, that's exactly what I'm getting. That's what you said. That's what it sounds like. And he said, yeah. And I said, and that's your probable cause? He said, yeah, that's my. I said, oh, no. Your probable cause, that a coloring book is not a probable cause. So, no. You're not searching my vehicle. Nope. Well, I'm calling the canine. Well, call your fucking canine unit and get your canine unit down here. I said, because when your canine unit doesn't sniff on nothing and doesn't find nothing, you're gonna look like a real douchebag. Because now I've got it. Now I'm like, oh, this dude's going down. Because A, you're not searching my car, and B, whatever. So they call the canine unit. Well, where I'm from, in Fairfax County, when you call the canine unit, that motherfucker is there within a 5-minute period, if that. 20 minutes go by. Now I've been sitting in my car on the side of the road for over an hour over a texting while driving ticket. Because they want to be douchebags and find any sort of way they can fucking search my vehicle with their bullshit notion of a coloring book in my backseat. It gets better. So the canine unit taking his time. I said, look, I said, look, hey, look, you know what? I mean, it's obviously that your canine unit's not coming. I said, let me go. He's like, well, yeah, our canine unit's gonna come. And I was like, well, that's kind of fucked up, because like you made me wait here for another 20 minutes because your canine fucking unit didn't show up. Okay, I'm leaving. Give me my ticket. I want to go. So then he starts to get all snooty and I said, you know what? I said, are you gonna give me back my license and my registration and this ticket for what you say I texting and driving? What are we doing? Because technically, I didn't even need to give you my ID. But you're not searching my vehicle. So he went round again. And then I said, he wouldn't come back with my license. I said, I have a better idea. I said, if you... Supervisor, now. I want your supervisor now. Get your supervisor down here, or whoever the fuck runs your... Get him down here now. I said, that's it. I've had enough. I said, I'm done answering questions. I said, I want your badge numbers. I pull my phone out. I'm like videotaping their badge numbers. I'm like, this is it. I said, y'all are going to have a lawsuit on your motherfucking hands if you even attempt to search my vehicle after this is not even a criminal offense. I said, either give me my ticket or let me the fuck go. You got 2 options. I've been sitting on this road for an hour now with you all judging me and trying to get into my car to search it. So, when I said sergeant, that motherfucker ran so fast to his car and got my license and wrote me the ticket. So fast. As soon as he heard the word sergeant, I said, yeah, you came back fast as shit because you knew as soon as your sergeant came down here, you were going to get in trouble. I said, you're not very bright, man. I said, because you know what? You screwed with the wrong bitch. Because I know my fucking rights. And you just sat here and tried to get over on me because you thought I was a stupid American. I'm like literally yelling at him. And I said, and you know what? To be honest with you, I said, you could have said my car smelled like marijuana, you idiot. And then you would have had probable cause to search it, you fucking moron. But no, you went around the coloring book way, which was what shot your own self in the foot for saying that. And I said, have a nice day, officer. And I looked at his partner and I said, you might want to, school him on his laws, maybe, because what he did was unacceptable. And I think it was very, profiling. So I drive away. Without my car being searched. And I'm going, with a ticket. It was like a $300 ticket. Okay, because South Carolina is bullshit like that, I guess. I drive to my house. I tell my mom, I'm like, yeah, I kid you not. This is where it gets even better. I get out of my car and Come to find out, it wasn't even a fucking coloring book. It was a pack of empty markers. I gotta get out of here. Pack of empty markers, and there wasn't even any markers in the goddamn marker case. So he lied. He lied about the coloring book. He lied about all of that shit to search my vehicle because it wasn't even a coloring book. I was like, this son of a bitch. Now here's what I say. The moral of the story is this. Yeah, I got a ticket out of it. I don't think I was texting and driving per se. Per se. But I do know this. I know my rights. And make sure you check with your local states and shit, but I'm pretty sure in almost every state, if you get pulled over for a traffic violation, they cannot search a vehicle. They have to have probable cause to do it. So in the end, I drove off. And when I found out all this shit, I looked back and I saw the cop talking to him. And I said, and I bet you, I would like to believe that the cop said to the other cop, you really picked the wrong bitch to fuck with because that's reaching. Like, you reached really bad for that and, like, you failed miserably. So I was, like, super proud of myself. That was the first encounter I ever had with Berkeley County Sheriff's Office. Come to find out later on down the road, my friend that's out here who's been in trouble too with South Carolina said, Lauren, they couldn't even run your shit through Virginia. They didn't even run my shit through the goddamn database. They just ran me in South Carolina. So when I came back with nothing in South Carolina, they decided, and then that's when I said, oh, I was in trouble 6 years ago because I thought they ran my shit. Which is what prompted the dude to start trying to investigate. So it comes to find out they didn't even run me in Virginia. So I could have just not said a fucking word and probably, you know, so that's the fun fact story of the day today before I go to work. So I'm going to just say, anyway, so that's story time for today. I'm going to post this now and then I'm going to go live for a little bit and we'll see what happens. But I am going to leave you with this since Weavy and them decided that they wanted me to incorporate tarot cards with this. We're going to do it like this. I have messages from your animal spirit guides. Okay, so this is your spirit guides. We'll just do this as a collective reading, even though there's not collective people in here. We'll do it in my live too, but I'm doing this at the end of videos. So, yes. I got into this. My way I cope with staying sober and whatnot. So, we're going to do it like this. I haven't used these cards in a minute. Let us. Alright, let's see what we got here. A source. Guidance. What does the spirit animal have to say? What does your spirit animals have to say? What do they have to say today? Source, what do they have to say? Apparently nothing. Oh, there we go. One flew out. Okay. Ooh. So, we got the cheetah. Now it says, get clear on your intentions. Stay focused and move quickly to achieve your goals. This is saying, I feel like, collectively or even just on myself, that like, there's something that needs to be clear on your intentions. Like you're intending to do something. Like I don't know what it is that you're intending to do, but you need to get clear and focus on that. Stay focused and move quickly to achieve your goal. Some of you might be applying for a job or being moved up in a job. It could be a relationship. But your intention is what you need to be clear on. So that's what the cheetah thing, that's what the card says, and that's my intuition saying it. So this is what I'm gonna say. Also, since I haven't read this, I mean I haven't used this this deck in a while, and it's like pretty hold on. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so with the cheetah, get clear on your intentions and stay focused and move quickly to achieve your goal. Somebody keeps calling me. Stop belittling yourself by thinking that there isn't enough time. There are too many other things to do. You are not you there are too many other things to do, or you're not up to the mission that's calling you to action. These and many other beliefs are delayed tactics that you keep from accomplishing what you are here to do. It's much too easy to play it safe by staying caught up in the mundane dramas of life rather than honoring Spirit's purpose for you by making a run of it. The first step to write out your intentions as clearly as possible. Keep it nearby and create an appropriate affirmation that you can repeat several times over the course of the day. One that states your intentions as, okay, this person calls one more time, I swear to God. And then write out a sequence of action steps that will help you move towards your ultimate goal. Don't be shy or hesitate to think bigger than you've previously allowed yourself. Once you've set the wheels in motion by doing these steps in time to move, not in some frantic, hurried way, but steady and purposefully designing much of your activity to support what you need to do. All of this movement, once you have successfully achieved a significant piece, take a breather and look back at how far you've come. Give yourself a pat on the back with each step that accomplishes as a way of acknowledging your progress. Go for it. Speed, focus, insight, passion, swiftness, efficiency, flexibility, self-esteem, powerful, graceful, purposeful, energetic, serious, accomplishment, direction. This is basically what I just said. Set your intentions. You can achieve anything. Don't think that just because you're struggling or you don't think that you can achieve that goal does not mean you can't achieve it, because you definitely, most definitely, certainly can. Anyway, I'm sorry about that. I got interrupted with the phone call. But yeah, that's the end of my story today. I'm gonna post it now. Deuces. Broken systems out.